turn up the beast. It ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin Marcello on the table screaming. The other side they jealous. We got a banquet full of handing, cause they ain't got no space. My whole team got dough, so my bank account is looking like millionaires, bro.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing.
Welcome, Damon Bruce with you as we get ready for NBA action here on 2K Sports. And now we're going to send you on out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Enjoy all the action.
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A look now at the starting lineups brought to you by State Farm. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Marcin Gortat in this one?
Well, the thing that I like about Gortat is how deceptive he is in the ways that he scores. I mean, he can score in transition, he can catch in the paint with either hand and finish, he can knock down a jump shot, and he doesn't look like a star, but he's developing into one.
Yeah, you know what, Steve, he really is? He might not be the biggest guy, but Gortat thrives on contact. He can pack a punch, too. I've watched him many times. Just leaning into you and bumping into you and working your way down the floor. He can definitely wear a player down with all of that. And it's the Suns to start out. Dragic with it. Smith left side. Gortat inside. Beasley outside. 5 to shoot. The dish to Smith. The 3. The shot is off. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Utah Jazz.
As a team in that game, they shot the ball incredibly well, and that was the #1 reason they came out on top.
And it was no fluke. I mean, they were as in sync as you could hope for, really working hard and creating quality shots, and they did it time and time again.
Number 9. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he can be fun to watch because of how agile he is. He spends a lot of time in the air.
He does levitate in addition to elevate. He can do some special things up top with the ball. He'll take off for the hoop and double clutch or switch hands, and it doesn't fool with his accuracy at all.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Dragic. And it's Smith missing. 1:03 left in the first. Number 7, guarded by Scola. Number 9 puts up a 3. The rebound by Gortat. Here comes Smith. Now the pass to Dragic. Back to Smith. Shoots. Smith missing again.
That's a look that he'll never pass up, the one he'll usually never miss.
Number 12. No good off the drop step. Dragic with it. Here's Scola. Off target from the baseline. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
That free throw missing. So both teams changing it up here. And he ends up missing both free throws. From midcourt, shot is off. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Phoenix on defense.
In the season series between these two clubs last year, they were swept, something they'd like to forget about.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Some changes for Phoenix. Gortat's checked in for O'Neal. Scola comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Telfair in for Goran Dragic. Steve, returning to your point, I'm not sure they will be able to erase that memory. These, games are all very ugly.
And it really shouldn't have been that way, guys. I mean, this was a team that you should not be getting manhandled by.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Suns. Clark, we'll see if someone can end this dry spell.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, both teams really having trouble getting good shots.
Well, shot selection is so key, and they need better ball movement, both sides really, because this game has gotten a little stagnant here.
Number 45. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Dragic with it. Leads him in there. Here's Dudley. The layup missed. Still tied up as both these teams look for a breakthrough. Number 45. Rebound by the Suns. And there's the feed to Dudley. And yes, sir, that one drops. Dudley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. To the middle, number 9. The shot is off. Smith with some nice D. Here's Dragic. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. No good. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Number 13, covered by Smith. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Dudley. Dragic with it. He kicks to Smith. From 10 feet out. Here's Gortat. Up and in on the layup. Gortat's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Number 11. Shot, no good. And the first half ends in a close one. The Suns on top, up by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
Now, presented by Sprint. It's Wednesday night at the 2K Sports Studio, and this is the halftime report. The Suns playing well at the break. They're doing well inside. Big bodies, big points in the paint advantage. Marcin Gortat playing impressively so far. Nothing comes easy. He's done the hard work, and they could pull it out once they get to the second half. And the visitors still keeping at it. They've been struggling tremendously from the field. Their offense just hasn't been able to get on track.
And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight.
The Miami Heat will go up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. That one an all-Eastern Conference affair. A 7:30 Eastern time is tip-off.
And another game that's coming up.
Over at AT&T Center, the Spurs will face off against the Trailblazers. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. And a look here at the other NBA action. The Lakers are playing at Staples Center as they go up against the Grizzlies. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Scola and Gortat, they're inside. Dragic is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Beasley in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
The three is launched. Rebound by the Suns. Beasley left side. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Another bucket there, trying to extend this lead, guys.
I like what they're doing. I mean, putting together a run here, building that lead. They could get to the finish line comfortably.
Inside, number 13. And that one's good.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point.
Here's Dragic, looking for his first bucket of the game. From the arc. Here's Gortat. And that one's good.
And a really poor job boxing out there, guys. A momentary lapse in concentration, I think.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Number 13. The baseline jumper goes down. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. He feeds it to Smith. Smith left side. Scola passes to Gortat. In for the dunk.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly you're right. You know, that's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
There's the screen. Number 45. Can't get it to go.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, thank you. Marcin Gortat has had the Sprite uncontainable game in this one. It's been an incredible effort from him both on offense and what he's been able to do with his defense. No telling where his team would be without him.
Great, Doris. Thank you. What a terrific boost he's given him.
Yeah, Kevin, clearly he came into this game prepared to carry his club. And if there's ever been a danger of them falling into a lull, he's the guy who stepped up and kind of gotten them going again.
Exactly. He said basically, come on, fellas, jump on my back. I can handle the weight, and they've been riding him all day.
Phoenix on defense. Jermaine O'Neal missing on the 3. Good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Phoenix making some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for Markieff Morris. Smith comes in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Dragic in for Sebastian Telfair. And that one misses.
Really strong performance by them so far on the glass.
You know, the lead they have in the rebounding category is also part of the reason they're on top on the scoreboard as well.
Smith's shot is good.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter. 0-0. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal. .107 left to play here in the fourth. Straight up. Drops in the layup for two.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
He dishes it to Beasley. Suns moving the ball around. Now Dragic. Clock at 6. For three, Smith. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And the Suns lead by 10.
And that should definitely do it. Now it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, they're not just running to the finish line. They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling it on a bit.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He told his guys it's time to turn it up a little and try to make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Channing Thrives checked in for O'Neal. Markieff Morris comes in for Michael Beasley. Wesley Johnson's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Marshall in for Goran Dragic. And here's Phoenix. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Marshall. Feeds to Fry. And the Suns tack on two more.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Number one. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Hillo, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, thanks for being with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and once again, let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game, J.R. Smith.